Hello and welcome to the Ask Me Anything with Chi Flow with Joe. Today's question really hits home for so many of us women over 45. It came from one listener who asked their question on the website and said, "How can I lose weight that's been increasing for years? I never come back to the center of post-birth. I have an underactive thyroid and I went straight into menopause and I feel I've given up on myself." And honestly, haven't we all felt like that at some point before? Like we've been holding on to everything together for everybody else. Our kids, our partners, our pets, our work, and somewhere along the way, our own body just starts holding on as well to all the weight. And in Chinese medicine, we'd say that the energy, the qi, that's supposed to move freely throughout the body has become stuck. The liver, which is on the right side of the body underneath the ribs, stagnates. And the spleen, which is on the left-hand side, the spleen, pancreas, duodenum in Chinese medicine, that gets tired. And what we feel is weight gain, bloating, fatigue, and that heavy fog that seems to sit and settle in midlife. So let's start with why weight gain happens after 40. And it's not just about calories. One of the biggest myths about midlife weight is that it's just calories in versus calories out. For women over 45, it's much more than that. We go through some big emotional seasons, grief, stress, caring for others. The liver, which in Chinese medicine moves the energy smoothly through the body, starts to become congested. We might term that as non-alcoholic liver fatty disease. And when the liver qi can't move, emotions get stuck and digestion slows down. Then the spleen, our digestive powerhouse, gets tired from worry, overthinking, refined sugars, and irregular meal times. And that's when we start to create what's called dampness in Chinese medicine. Dampness feels like heaviness, fogginess, puffiness, kind of sore joint pain and bloating. Sometimes that unshakable feeling of fatigue. So when we try to fix all that by skipping meals or doing punishing diets, it actually weakens the spleen even more. The body holds on tighter because it's scared. It's in flight or fight. It's out of balance. It's out of balance, not out of discipline. So how do we help the body let go gently? Well, that's through rhythm, not restriction. And every January in Chi Flow with Joe, we run a special intermittent fasting program. And to be very clear, it's not about skipping breakfast or pushing your nervous system to the limit. It's about giving the liver time to rest and the spleen time to rebuild. In nature, everything works in cycles. We eat during daylight when digestion is strongest, and we rest at night so the organs can cleanse and restore. So how does that look in practice? Well, 7 till 9 a.m. is the stomach time, and that's when the body is ready for a warm, nourishing breakfast. Between 9 and 11, that's the spleen time, and it's the best window for your body to convert food into energy. Between 11 and 1 is gallbladder, and 1 and 3 a.m. is liver time. And both of these organs, when your body is detoxifying, and that's definitely not the time for late night snacks. Your body needs to rest, and the liver and the gallbladder need to detoxify. So start it simple. No food after 8 p.m. until 8 a.m. That alone gives your liver a 12-hour rest period, just enough to start draining dampness and clearing toxins, helping the body release what it's been holding. After a few weeks, because we do the intermittent fasting for 6 weeks together as a community, but even after a few weeks, people often notice less swelling around the belly, clearer thinking, better sleep, better joint pain, reduced joint pain, because we're not forcing the body. We are listening to it. So let's add a simple acupressure practice, because in Qi Flow with Joe, we use food medicine, Qi Gong, and acupressure. If you place your fingers under your ribs, right where the rib cage ends and before your waist begins, you'll find a tender spot. It's just in front of the midline, and it's known as liver 13, camphor wood gate. Often a gate opening that liver meridian and helping to balance the spleen and the liver, increasing liver and spleen function. So like I said, we want to kind of massage and tap with loose fists. If it's tender, that's your liver asking for attention. This point connects the liver and the spleen, and it clears stagnation, it boosts metabolism and eases emotional tension. So every day you want to find this point and do it while you breathe slowly and feel the warmth spread across the area. You might even want to put your hands, let me roll up my sleeves. So we have the points here, even taking your hands and just squeezing, inhaling, exhaling, squeeze into that point. You can see my thumbs are behind. The thumb is behind, and they're really just at above the waist, underneath the ribs. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the belly button and squeeze gently into that liver 13 point. Let go, inhale, exhale, squeeze, inhale, exhale, squeeze. And then taking the fingers, and you can just massage upwards into that point. You can use your knuckles and you can roll the knuckles down on both sides. You've got 2 liver 13, so roll your knuckles down, or you can use your fingers to come up. So just at the end of the floating ribs there. Liver 13, camphor wood gate. We really want to help wring out dampness from the body. We really want to kind of keep lots of mobility in the whole kind of waist area, this girdle channel. There's an extraordinary meridian that goes deep inside the body, the girdle channel. So we really want to keep that girdle channel nice and open. So a lot of the Qi Gong movements will be kind of up we come and twist and down. And don't forget, there is a free class at the end of each month in Qi Flow with Joe. And especially over the intermittent fasting time, we're going to be doing a lot of these twisting movements to drain the dampness from the body. So let's move on to the food aspect now. And in Chinese medicine, food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. I've written 2 books all about the 5 elements and the foods that correspond to every single organ. And let's talk specifically here about how to eat to drain the dampness and support both the liver and the spleen. So for the liver, which helps us to detox and burn fat, add sour foods like lemon, lime, apple cider vinegar, sauerkraut, kimchi. Include green vegetables like kale, rocket, watercress, even radish and turnip. They have a wonderful pungency that helps the qi to move through the body. For the spleen, which needs warmth and steadiness, you want plenty of cooked, warm meals, porridge, soups, stews. Avoid cold salads and sugary snacks, especially when you're stressed They really dampen the digestion and put out the fire of digestion. In that way, you can really feel heavy and bloated, that dampness settling in the body. One of my favorite simple remedies to resolve dampness in the body is aduki bean tea. You soak the aduki beans overnight, then bring them to the boil in plenty of water for at least 5 minutes, and then simmer them down for 30 minutes. Strain the liquid and sip the liquid through the day. You can also then eat the beans, but this aduki bean tea gently drains the dampness. It helps to balance blood sugars and steady the emotions. If you want the full recipe, it is on my website. Simply use the search magnifying glass and type in aduki bean tea and it'll take you to a blog I wrote a couple of years all about cold, damp fat. Or, sounds attractive, doesn't it? Or go to the latest blog that accompanies this podcast episode, and in there you'll also find the link to aduki bean tea. But you know, we come down now to the emotional aspect, and that's what the lady was also asking about. She needs to feel minded, and the weight we carry isn't just on our hips or on our boobs, it's actually in our hearts. And so many women say, me included, I just want to be cared for, I just want to be taken care of. And it's such a beautiful truth, because as women we do a lot of caretaking. And so in this way, your body doesn't need more discipline, it needs more nurture. Your body is not against you, she's been protecting you. And that's why in Qi Flow with Jo, we move, we fast, we cook, and we heal together. And that shared energy keeps you accountable and loved through the changes that you make. The support of a daily practice in Qi Flow with Jo and a community that's doing a shared journey helps you take care of yourself, mind yourself, love yourself, because you make your health and wellness a priority. It can be that simple. When you practice the daily Qi Gong, you're not just exercising, you're giving your liver and spleen the movement that they crave. Qi Gong helps to loosen the adhesions, it clears the stagnation, and it builds your muscle mass, which in turn lowers your blood glucose and boosts your metabolism. It's one of the most powerful ways to reverse sluggish, stuck feeling that we all get from the inside out. So start small, really simple. Stop eating after 8 p.m. Massage into liver 13. Sip lemon water in the morning. Use the juice of lemon to stop sweet cravings. Confuse the taste buds. It's an old trick in Chinese medicine. Lick a lemon if you're having any sweet cravings, and use that lemon water throughout the day to really help clear the liver. And if you want support, join our intermittent fasting program in January, because it's always easier and much more joyful when you do it together. So before we wrap up, I really want to leave you with a thought. If you've been feeling heavy, foggy, or frustrated, please know this: there's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You just need to reconnect with your own flow, with your own special spirit. Put your own connection as a priority. And you can start today. If you want support, join me and hundreds of others inside Qi Flow with Jo. We move together every morning. We share food, medicine, and practice acupressure, gently returning to our center, one breath at a time. May you be happy, may you be safe, and may you be well. May all beings be happy, safe, and well.